We're going to learn a little bit about how fears of spiders are developed and are maintained. First, we are biologically prepared to develop a fear of spiders. In psychology, biological preparedness refers to the explanation why certain associations acquire more easily than others. Phobias related to survival, such as snakes, spiders, and heights, are easier to induce in a laboratory than other kinds of fears, such as fear of bunnies or flowers. However, this biological preparedness for spider phobia is outdated, since in our current environment experiencing a medically dangerous spider bite is extremely unlikely. Due in part to biological preparedness, many people do acquire a fear of spiders. In addition, there is often an environmental experience that triggers the onset of fear of spiders. In one study, researchers investigated people with animal phobia, including fear of spiders, snakes, and rats. They found that 47.5% of participants reported direct conditioning experiences that triggered their phobia, which means they had a direct negative experience of some sort with a feared animal. 27.5% of their participants reported vicarious learning, which means that they learned to fear the animal from watching or hearing or reading about someone who feared the animal or had a negative experience with it. 15% reported they acquired their fear from receiving some sort of information about the animal, such as through reading or watching TV. And 10% reported they had no memory for what caused the onset of their phobia. In addition to studying the onset of phobias, psychologists have also studied what maintains fear once it develops. Fear is a powerful emotion, and it should be, since Mother Nature designed a fear response to protect us. When we are afraid, we feel strong bodily sensations such as sweaty palms, shortness of breath, and a racing heart. These bodily reactions serve a purpose to prepare us to flee from a dangerous situation. In our evolutionary past, this was often helpful because life-threatening situations were far more common, and our fearful reactions can still be helpful. When a real danger is present, however, the fear response can be a problem when there is no real danger. For example, if you have a fear of non-poisonous spiders and you encounter one, your brain sends signals to your body to prepare for imminent danger, even though no real danger exists. For instance, your brain might send you the signal to flee the situation, even though you're not in any real danger. When you flee or avoid the situation repeatedly, you're not exposed to new experiences that you would need to disconfirm your fear. For example, if every time someone saw a spider they left a room, they would never have the chance to observe that spiders are more afraid of you than you are of them. Spiders are unlikely to approach you on purpose, and are even less likely to harm you in any way. Since avoidance blocks us from having any new experiences that disconfirm our fears, avoidance helps us maintain fears such as spider phobia over time. Fortunately, this automatic fear response can be reduced and extinguished through a technique called exposure therapy. In exposure therapy, you repeatedly confront a non-dangerous but fear-provoking situation until the fear naturally begins to subside. As you repeatedly activate the fear response without any negative consequences, your brain learns that there is no real threat and gradually turns off its fear alarm. This reduction in fear is a well-established principle of learning and occurs in all people and even in animals. To put it simply, if you confront the feared situation repeatedly, your fear will reduce until you're no longer frightened.